You know what? First off, right off the rip, I got an attitude with everybody who ain't like this last match. And I ain't even see anybody that didn't like it. But I got an attitude with you just in case you ain't like this last match. I got an attitude with you just in case you ain't like this pay-per-view. I got an attitude right now. And I ain't even see nobody that didn't like it. But I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off if you ain't like it. I'm really upset. I'm heated. I'm hot. I actually am hot. I just took off my shirt. Sweating. Profusively. Thirsty. I got me some passion fruit and orange juice mixed right here. Let me drink this. Brody. This pay-per-view was great. But first, let me introduce thyself. Before I introduce myself, you're gonna see the things at the top left of the screen that I'm actually very happy that we conquered a subscription goal, and we're gonna be doing a 12-hour live stream this weekend. So shout out to everybody that was coming out to my live streams over the past couple of weeks. That's first. Second, dudes wanted those donation gimmicks there. They're there for you guys. We got a whole Naomi ass jiggling pop-up that's gonna happen if that. Look, me, I'm Wyzatv now. In case you guys are new here. If you are new here, I talk this wrestling shit. I do this thing. I cuss. I cuss. So if you're a family-friendly person, put your headphones on, Brody. I'm going to talk that good shit to you right in your ear. Deep inside your ear. And we're going to keep it high energy a little bit, man. This pay-per-view was fun. This pay-per-view was a whole lot of fun. All kinds of gains. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Man, I don't even know where we start with this. One way we can start with this is by you guys dropping a like on the stream, because that helps. That helps a whole lot. Let me put my headphones on so I could turn me up in the headphones. I want to make sure that I'm good, make sure I don't miss out on anything. The Discord chat that we had, the live stream chat was going. That was kind of lit. Twitch was lit. Everything was lit about tonight. Was a really good night, really good pay-per-view, really good night if you're a wrestling fan. Am I streaming? Am I streaming on Twitch? Oh, okay. I thought I was streaming on Twitch. Don't mind that. So, where do we start, man? Do we knock out these pre-show matches? Because I really ain't seen them. I seen the ending of Ryback. I saw the ending of Ryback's match with Kalisto. Got a couple things I can say about that. Saw the ending of Ziggler's match. I did a little bit of rewinding and watched that a little bit. Saw the highlights that they were showing. Wyzatv came in here like he was Sami Zayn after he lost to Kevin Owens. True. True. So yeah. I did catch the endings of those matches. They don't really matter though. Like, let's be legit. Do they really like, do y'all really care? Do y'all really honestly care about those matches? As I turn myself up in the headphones, make sure my volumes are good. So let's just gloss over the pre-show, because I got both of the matches wrong. Baron Corbin lost to Ziggler. Ryback lost to Kalisto. My thoughts on the Baron Corbin thing: Corbin dominated the match, as I thought he would. Ziggler bumped all over the place, won with the roll-up because Baron Corbin was a little too proud of thyself. He was a little too happy with thyself. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I forgot to put the gimmick link. Osiris, thank you. I see you. I was just about to say, Osiris, give me the donation link. And he already dropped it into chat. So I'm going to go on ahead and grab that if my mouse allows me. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to grab that donation link, and I'm going to put it in the chat for those of you who want to do the donation thing. You're free to do so. You don't have to, but I greatly appreciate it if you did. Let me copy this link and let me put it all up in Z-Chat. All up in Z-Chat. Give me a second to put that up in the chat. Oh, okay, we're looking good there. All right. So that's how your man Baron Corbin went. He wanted to showboat. He was beaten down, absolutely beaten down on the Ziggler. And, he wanted to showboat. He wanted to show off, and he got rolled up. So I guess what they want to do is maybe portray an image with him like, all right, you're a big dominant guy, but don't get too full of yourself. You can easily get rolled up and take this L. So I'm guessing that they're doing that, or once again, as usual, I'm giving WWE a little bit too much credit, and I don't want to give them too much credit. Putting a link in the chat for you guys, not in the chat, I'm sorry, in the description right now for you guys who want to use so. There it, saving now. Okay, we're good to go there. So I guess that's something that they could do with Baron Corbin, but I don't want to give WWE too much credit. They just like to get their way out of matches in order to book a quote-unquote feud that could go three matches. I hate the way they do that, but this is a way that they typically start that sort of thing. On to the Ryback and the Kalistos. This match was actually pretty clean. This was a pretty good match. We had a whole lot of Kalisto offense in here. But at the same token, we had a whole lot of Ryback big man stuff going on as well. There was one spot in the match that I just did not agree with. They were on the top turnbuckle, and Ryback gorilla press slams Kalisto from the top rope. And he no-sells it. It was like he did that. 2 seconds later, Kalisto's back up, and he's attempting a Salino del Sol. I'm like, no! He just gorilla press slammed you from 40 feet in the air and you're 2 feet tall. Why are you kicking out, Kalisto? Why? So when things like that happens, it completely discredits your big man. It doesn't really help out your big man at all. I don't know if Ryback's in a doghouse for the comments that he made about how, if these guys don't start taking him seriously or they don't start giving him a legit push, then he's out of here. I don't know if that's what they're going for. But that's something that could happen. Give me a second to clear off. I want to clear off my Twitch alerts. I'm going to restart that. All right, so that should clean that up. So, boom. We got that out of the way. Kalisto won with the Salino Disso. Now we start the pay-per-view. And to get the crowd hyped, just to get the crowd there from the door, New Day. Crowd's behind them. New Day's coming out. Big E's gyrating. And real quick, on the pre-show, New Day was backstage with JoJo. And I'm not showing the pictures because I don't want no copyright issues. But what's this boy name? Xavier Woods places a box of Bootios on JoJo's butt. And it legit sat there on her butt. Like she had a little hump. And your man, you have to look this up on Twitter or maybe on YouTube or something. Your man, Big E, his form was so clean. Like his shoulder with the part game, like his spread game with the leg gimmick was clean. If only he got up on the balls of his feet, it would have been perfect. But that was a balls deep pose right there. That was a clean ass form. I like that. All right. So they come out, they sell da-da-da. All right, we're going to be doing it. They cut the whole promo. We don't care about that. We care about the match. Enzo and Cass come out. Enzo's all over the place on that ramp. Throws the mic up for the crowd to start chanting who knows what because Enzo didn't start saying anything yet, so I don't think that the crowd would know what to chant. So they didn't chant anything because fuck you. Learn the main roster first. So they come out. My name's Enzo Amore. I'm this and that. And this guy right here, he's 7 feet tall, and that's all he got to him because he can't talk for himself. They get in the ring. He actually lets Big Cass talk on the mic, and immediately I'm like, please take that mic away from him. Pretty pleased with Sugar on top. I don't care what he's saying. It's just the fact that he has zero projection, zero emotion, zero personality behind anything that he is delivering. But let's get into the match. Out comes the Vaudevillains gimmicks, who I still think we're going to win this match regardless. Enzo takes a mean-ass bump during this match. He gets himself injured. But let's talk about the match a little bit, then we'll talk about Enzo. The match was good. The match was starting off good. Started off with a bit of chain wrestling from Enzo and Simon Gotch, which I was surprised of because I didn't think that Enzo could chain wrestle. So that definitely surprised me. It's good back and forth action there. Enzo and Cass took the lead early in the dance of this match, and Cass tags himself in. comes in looking all oily and all orange and shit. Big man in himself around. He looked good. He looked good. Everything about this match looked good. And it sucks when you're having a match that looks like it's turning out to be great and you get a freak accident like what you got. See how I lowered my projection? Ew, who that? Wait, who? What? When? Here? What? Hold up. Can we push the button rope? Can we push the bottom rope for... So we're going to push the... We got the Naomi. We got the Naomi ass shake right there. Oh, shit, I forgot. I have it on too long. I'm sorry. I was still testing that out. So we're going to get Naomi's ass shaking for 20 seconds. I'm sorry. It was supposed to be 8. I'm sorry. Let me tone that down a little. I'm pretty sure you guys don't mind Naomi's ass, but don't mind me. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, look at that though. But yeah, can we give the bottom rope a push so he can go for the World Heavyweight Championship? So yeah, I was leading up into the freak accident that we got there. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Got to put over the chat there. That's a live chat that we're having, by the way. Everybody in the chat, go on ahead and say hi if you can for me one time, just once. But see, you distracted me with the Naomi thing. I can't look when I see a donation. It's gonna throw me off because I'm gonna see Naomi's ass. It's gonna throw me off. All right. So the injury came when it was something as simple as I think it was Gotch throwing Enzo to the ropes off of a pop-up. And I guess they were a bit too close to the ropes when he went to throw him. And Enzo was supposed to do a baseball slide. Now, if they had more room or more space, this would have been perfect. He would have slid under the ropes and it would have been no big deal. But he goes for the slide and hits his head on the second rope, and the whiplash hits his head on the second rope to the canvas as he's coming out of the ring, and he was out. Now, Gotch tried to go, Cass noticed, like, that ain't good. And he got out there immediately to see what was up with him, and he stayed out there. Gotch got out there to get some heat on it a little bit. Ref let him know that it was legit, so he had to back off and play up to the crowd. And the whole time I'm wondering, like, okay, if we're supposed to be kayfabing this, ref, why aren't you counting? Ref, I need you to count. Because if you're going to give them this match anyway, think about this situation. 1, he can't get up. 2, they might be losing this match anyway. So if they are supposed to be losing this match and he can't get up, you could give him the count out and it won't be no big deal. Then you kayfabe the audience, because then the audience is going to be wondering, like, oh, wait, hold up. Is he legit hurt? Because the ref counted. If the ref counts, you're thinking, like, all right, it's a work. You know, just finagle the crowd a little bit, but they didn't even announce a winner. By the way, quick shout out to New Day, who was on the outside, not on commentary, but just sitting outside, eating pizza, popcorn, and drinking soda. Dudes is crazy. Dudes is crazy out there. Carl, all right, yeah, Carl. I still can't pronounce your name, but I see you. I'm looking at the chat. I'm a little bit behind. The chat is crazy right now. But yeah, I still believe that the VAR gimmicks were gonna win this match. And also, quick side note, I might have jinxed Cass because I said if Enzo ever goes down, Cass is going to be in a world of trouble because he can't talk. But they already did this on NXT where Cass was by itself, where Enzo went down and Cass had to, go it by itself. So there was no mic, and they put him with like a tag team partner to take a little bit off of him. But in the ring, he was still fine. Now, I guess a concussion doesn't stop you from talking, so Enzo could still be his mouthpiece in the meantime, pause no homo, and they could do it like that. So I don't think this is going to derail their push. I think that they'll be just fine. It's just going to suck seeing that Cass is going to probably, I don't know. We'll see where they go with it. Real quick, how many people we got in this stream? How many we got? Oh my God! What the fuck? We got 1,233 people. We got 1,200. We got, what the fuck? Whoa. as I give you guys this ad right quick. Oh my God! Whoa! I need all 15,000 of y'all to drop a like on the video. Thank you guys all for coming through. Thank you guys for sharing and liking and doing all that good stuff. As you can see, it helps a whole lot. What was the next match we got? The next match. Oh my God, we got what I thought was going to be the match of the night. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So we started off with the video package that we got on Raw where they talk about how they've been friends for 14 years, yada yada bang bang. This rivalry's never going to end. Of course, they didn't play any of their ROH stuff, which I said if they would just get the rights to it, it'd be even better. But they're still not going that way. Oh my God, we really got that many people in here. That's fucking crazy. It's over 9,000. What the fuck just happened? I don't know what happened, but they're definitely gonna catch this ad. So yo, I'm still a little speechless right now. I want to see Naomi's ass. If anybody wants to see Naomi's ass, we got a link down in the description. Osiris, hit these guys with the link if you can. The donation link is on there. We can see Naomi's ass jiggle all night. This was a very good match. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. Looking on Twitter, everybody else liked this match as well. Kevin Owens with his heat is just astronomical. Like his heat levels, just him shit talking Sami Zayn all throughout this match. A match that he dominated, nonetheless. It's over 9,000. A match that he's dominated, nonetheless, was just It's the match that we should have gotten on NXT if Sami Zayn didn't get hurt. It's a match that told the story that says this rivalry just isn't going to end. It's the match that says Kevin Owens is going to continuously beat the piss out of Sami Zayn every chance he gets, but Sami's never going to give up. That's what we got tonight. It was a story that was told. Oh, who's that? Ooh! I didn't get to see the Naomi ass shake. What happened? I did it pop up? I didn't see it. Where's the Naomi ass? No, we're not doing this. Nope. I will test it. I will test it. Don't play with me. I will test the Naomi ass shake jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. A jiggle, jiggle. Let's test this thing because I need to see it. And I'm gonna read out. Okay, there it is. There it is. All right, so I'm going to see what that is. I'm going to read out your donation right now, as a matter of fact. RBI, again, there are over 1,200 people in here, so Wyzatv needs 45,000 likes. Thank you, RBI, once again, for the donation. Greatly appreciate it. Woo! So, everything about this match was perfect. And this was the type of match I expected from these two. A match that could put these guys just on that pedestal. It puts them on the map, the mainstream map. Because we know that Kevin Owens can have these matches. We've actually seen Kevin Owens have a better match on the main roster with the AKA John Cena. Wop I do. And we've seen Sami Zayn have great matches like this with the Shinsuke Nakamura, aka we call him God here in case you guys are new. I am Wiser. I talk this wrestling thing, not exactly PG in case you're new. So put your headphones on because we do cuss here a little bit in case you haven't noticed. We're loud, we're boisterous, we talk that shit, and we have a whole lot of fun. Enjoy yourself in the chat and drop a like on the video. Now, loved the match, thought it was going to be match of the night, but it was a match that I'm just sitting here and I'm watching like, okay, Kevin Owens just won clean with the pop-up powerbomb, right? And that's it. There's no way that that's just it. After the match, Kevin Owens picks up Sami Zayn, punches him in the face, throws him over the ropes, and then he calls in Byron Saxton to give him an interview in which he conducted himself because Byron didn't know what to ask him. And so he's telling Byron what to ask him and then answering the questions. And then he's like, fuck it, I'll ask myself questions because you clearly can't do your job. Byron Saxton then asks him, who does he think is going to win the Intercontinental title match that's coming up next? Because Kevin Owens wants his Intercontinental title back. And real quick. All right, so he says, well, thank you for letting me know that this match is going on next because, yeah, I'm going to be sitting down ringside and I'm doing commentary. Now, before I get to him on commentary, let's talk a little bit about this, what this means for the Intercontinental Championship. Personally, when I saw how much fire Kevin Owens had behind how he felt about the Intercontinental title, we don't typically get guys saying they want specific belt. Like, they want a belt. They don't say it. They're not, there's no conviction behind, like, they're like, all right, yeah, we got a match, or, oh, I'm up next. Or even this match with Cesaro and Miz. You never really heard Cesaro saying, I want the Intercontinental title. We didn't hear that. But, now you have Kevin Owens out here like, I want my shit back. And just in that moment, it made me say, damn, this could be important. So you couple that with the whole thing that you got with the McMahons wanting to make WWE a little bit different. I don't know. Maybe they may put something behind this title now, because now, well, see, no, you still don't. You still don't. And I'm going to get to that once I get to the end of this match with The Miz and Cesaro. The Miz and Cesaro had a pretty damn good match. A pretty good match with Kevin Owens on commentary. And it was kind of hard to really sink your teeth into a match like this because Kevin Owens was so dominant on commentary that it's like, I want to watch this match, but at the same time, it's like, this guy is just going off over here on commentary. These guys both got their shit in. I don't really want to say that they told much of a story because it was like, I would have liked to have seen more May Reese in this. May Reese, 2 words, May and Reese. It's not Maurice. No, it's May Reese. I would have liked to have seen her involved more in this match. She might have pulled Miz down from taking a blow or an uppercut. She might have pulled him down from the apron for taking 1 or 2. But that was it. Like, I like, if she's gonna be there, I need her to be more involved. You know, get a little bit more heat on the Miz and get a little more heat on the match. And it's like she's just there. She's not really doing anything. She's not even yelling. I would like to see like give me some type of Vicky Guerrero out of her out there. Like, give me something with her that makes me say, I hate this bitch. Get her out of it. I want that. And I don't think that we're necessarily getting that from her. As far as Cesaro is, look, it's a match that the match went exactly how you think it would go. A lot of support for Cesaro from the crowd. Cesaro doing all of his, he got the swing. He got 20 revelations on the swing. Revel somethings on the swing. I really wish he would go to 100. He went to 100 in the match one time in the Indies and damn near fucking collapsed, but he did 100. I would like to see him go like 30 something like he did on Santino Marella. I think he went 34 on Santino Marella when he first did it. I want to see more of that. Uppercuts galore. You got Kevin Owens on mic saying he doesn't care who's going to win this match. He could beat them both. He said, hey, even Sami Zayn could beat both of these guys. So if Sami could beat both of these guys, I damn sure could beat both of these guys. So I guess he's still putting over Zayn in this situation. But at the same time, you got Cole firing back. It sounds like you're trying to make yourself believe that you could beat these guys. Says Cole, sounds like you're trying to make yourself believe that you're a good commentator. Good lines by Kevin Owens. Out comes Sami Zayn to attack Kevin Owens, jumps over the table, and they're going at it. So a big brawl breaks out between those two. Cesaro's got the upper hand on the inside. He's getting ready. What was he getting ready to go for? I think he was getting ready to go for the sharpshooter, as a matter of fact. He had the sharpshooter locked in. Owens and Zayn gets up on the apron. They're still wrestling. They're fighting all over the place. And now this distracts the ref. They have nothing to do with this match. Sir, you can keep going. Hey, this guy's about to tap. Pay attention to them. They don't matter. Ref gets distracted. Cesaro breaks up the sharpshooter, knocks both of them off of the ring, comes back, gets rolled up. 1, 2, 3. Miz wins. In comes the Owens, and they're brawling all over the damn ring, all of them, because now we're going to get a fatal 4-way, obviously. It sets up for a fatal 4-way. Now, this is why I say I'm a little hesitant on thinking that they want to make the IC title relevant or they're going to do anything with it, even though Kevin Owens wants it. Because here's the thing. The only one that wants the belt is Kevin Owens. The Miz doesn't even like Miz isn't even saying like my Intercontinental title. No one's gonna take this title from me. He's not doing that. Cesaro, he's not saying anything about I want the title. He's just in the match. And then you got Sami Zayn who just wants Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is the only one that's like fuck everybody. I want my belt. So that's why I'm a little hesitant on thinking that they're going to put over the title and actually give it relevance. But I would love to see them do what they had planned for the Daniel Bryan, and with this Fatal 4-Way that's going to be coming up. And the Fatal 4-Way is purely there to buy time for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because this Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens thing, it might not end till SummerSlam. It's looking like SummerSlam might be where they call it quits on that. So that's a mouthful. I need to take a swig of water. Because up next, I believe we had the cool down match. Did we have the cool down match next? It's a shame. It is an absolute shame that the Dean Ambrose is in a cool down match. He's in a piss break match, for crying out loud. That's a shame. Everyone should like this to help out Wyzatv. Sure. We're back over 1,000. We dropped under 1,000. We right back over 1,000. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Shout out to we've more than double what we've had at WrestleMania. No, we didn't. No, we didn't double what we had at WrestleMania, but we have more than what we had at WrestleMania. This pay-per-view was just better than WrestleMania. Like, hands down, better than WrestleMania. Like, without a doubt. From a match quality standpoint, to a hype standpoint, to a delivery standpoint, even when you had the hiccup with Enzo going down, everything about this pay-per-view was better than WrestleMania. I have to say it. Even the women's match. Even the women's match. Yo, Wyzatv, this is my first time actually observing your newly set stream. This setup is clean. Hey, man, this is actually just a place. Thank you. Let me get your name. Let me give a quick shout out real quick. We're not at halftime yet, but where my man at? I need some bootios. Why don't they actually sell a Mysterio? I will buy them boxes. They know they would make money on it. Damn, I wanted to shout you out, but your comment just went flying up. Osiris with the donation links. I see you. Wyzatv got to take them shots. We might do that with the 12-hour stream, which is going to be this weekend. All right. Oh God, here we go again. People making this pay-per-view overrated as fuck when it wasn't that damn good. Well, sir, I would love to see what you didn't like about it, because I said it's better than WrestleMania, and if you don't believe this is better than WrestleMania, then we have different tastes in what we like in wrestling. That's all I'll say about that. Continuing on, Jericho versus the Ambrose. I swear, I didn't do that purposely. I didn't do that pause purposely, but thank you, Mr. Weston, with the $5 donation. Greatly appreciated. We got to see you know what? We're gonna let Naomi shake her ass a little longer. So we're gonna put more time on Naomi. Just in case we got people like Weston who don't want to say nothing. We don't want to say anything to us. He don't want to talk to us. He's just like, here, Wyzatv, take my money. He don't even want to talk. We're going to put Naomi on 11 seconds. We need more ass shaking from Naomi. Because that one didn't, that one right there didn't distract me too much. So, I'm glad that this match was it feels like it's a one and done. Jericho got a lot of heat on the match, but I just don't like seeing Jericho. Honestly. I don't think that he adds anything to anyone that he's in the ring with. This match, I don't feel as though this did anything for Dean. His match with AJ at WrestleMania, where he beat AJ, I don't think that did anything for AJ. Even if AJ would have won, I don't think it would do anything for AJ. His matches don't feel like they do anything for anyone. Now, is he there to put guys over or, make guys... Yeah, sure. And even if the match is a good match, because the match was a good match, it just doesn't mean anything. And that's the problem that I have with Jericho. His matches are meaningless. Good match, Don't give a fuck. Glad that this is over with and Dean can move on. Quick little one and done. Let's see what we got set up for Dean. Personally, I don't know what we got for Dean. I don't know. I don't know where he goes here. Maybe Roman Reigns calls down to him, Brody, I need some help. I don't know. Something's got to happen. Something's got to happen with Dean Ambrose because they are just... It's like they don't want this Dean Ambrose money. They don't want this Dean Ambrose money. I don't know why. We're back to 1,200. Over 1,200 people in the stream. Oh my God. One of these days, I'm going to turn my light and camera back on so y'all can see how I'm reacting. Like, I'm like... Wow, you guys are here. That's... Whoa. Pretty damn cool, man. Wow. Jesus Christ. Was not expecting that at all. In the least bit. So, we're going to move on from the downer of a match, which, again, was not a bad match with Jericho and Ambrose. But, again, does anybody in the chat, spam it in the chat if you did. Did you or did you not care for the match? Just, I cared, I didn't care. Which one is it? Spam it in the chat. I need to know how you guys felt about this match. So we're down to our last two matches and we have a segment. So we're going to start with the Charlotte, the Flair, and Natalya and the Bret Hart. Let me look at the chat. Hold on, because I know the chat is way behind me. I really want to see how you guys felt about this. Why see you the man? Thank you, Trevor. Yo, Wyzatv, how you feel about the lack of Sasha Banks? From... Damn it, I missed your name. It scrolled up so fast. My bad. Wyzatv, what's your neighbor's Snapchat, though? It's, oh, hold up. I'll tell you now. Hold up. Give me a goddamn sec. So, how do I feel about the lack of Sasha Banks? It's not her time yet. And honestly, I think that they are waiting until SummerSlam to make it her time. Right now, if they put any focus on her, like any legit focus on her, it's going to it'll start overshadowing the heat that Charlotte is getting. And you don't want to start cooking up that heat too early before you start putting them together for their feud or their match. Also, at the same time, you also want to tone down those we want Sasha chants. So it's something that Vince likes to do, which is make you forget about a character. What's up, Colin? Hope you're having a good night. Hope everybody's having a good night. What's your name there? Fireline or Fireline? I fuck. God damn it. Then we got a name here with all letters, all consonants, no vowels. Shout out to you. Pornhub, better than Charlotte. Y'all crazy. So let's talk about this match a little bit here. This match, in my personal opinion, was better than the triple threat match at WrestleMania. I don't know how you got... Also, and you asked, like, the lack of the lack of Sasha, we're not even seeing Becky. Like, at all. So, Hey, Izzy D, thank you for the love, man. Greatly appreciate it. The U.S. title, let me stop the freaking... All right, there we go. The U.S. title suitable for Cesaro. IC title suitable for Dean. World Heavyweight Championship only suitable for the Roman and the Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and the Seth Rollins. So my question to you, Naeem Noffer, I hope I said your name right. Where does Kevin Owens fit in there? Because Kevin Owens is a prize fighter and he wants a belt. It seems like he and the Roman and the Reigns are the only ones that want belts. AJ Styles as well. So, again, I think that this match with Charlotte and Natalya was better than the match at WrestleMania. Because what we got in this match was a clinic. There was a couple of missed spots. What's up, Fernando Fire? Hope you're having a good night. There was a couple of missed spots. Like, there was a sharpshooter that Natalya was about... No. A figure four spot where Charlotte was putting on the figure four to Natalya. Natalya goes for a swing and misses by like 2 feet. And Charlotte sells it like she just got her head blown off. I'm like, yo, she just hit her with some ornament hockey. Like, She hit her with some King's hockey. Anybody that watches One Piece, you get that reference. She just hit her with some King's hockey, knocked her on her ass. That's crazy. It's crazy, son. It's crazy. But yeah, she completely whiffed on that one. That was crazy how that happened. But other than that, in the finish, which we will get to in a minute, match was great. Submission holds, counters, chain wrestling. We got it all. We got brawling. We got it all. And Ric Flair and Bret Hart was not in the middle of it. They weren't a distraction. Typically, Ric Flair isn't a distraction in Charlotte's matches until the end. And he wasn't here either. Which would make you say, well, why is Bret out there? You know, Bret is out there to make sure that Rick doesn't do anything. But at the same time, I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you've seen the way Bret was walking, it's like Natty had to carry him out there. He was walking so bad. Still recovering from his surgery and still recovering from his win against what he had. Some type of cancer. I don't want to say prostate cancer because I don't think it was prostate cancer. Let me see what's going on. Who is this? Ivan, what is your favorite match you've seen? Outside of God versus Sami Zayn? Well, all right. If we're talking about tonight, my favorite match was the main event. And we're almost there. But tonight, the main event was my favorite. Yes, there were a few botches in this match. But overall, from an overall standpoint, I want to say about 95% of this match was clean. It is what we should expect from a women's match. Ew! All right, Silent Assassin with the $5 donation. We get to see Naomi's ass shaking a little bit longer. Hey, I got to find a way to make that bigger. I need to find a way to make Naomi's ass bigger. And I need to, like, make a gif of, like, if somebody can make me a gif of Naomi's ass shaking and, like, somebody, like, making it rain on her, like, just money falling in there, please hit me on Twitter with that. I'll pay you in the form of a shout out. So, I enjoyed the match. For me, it was, again, better than the women's match that happened at Mania. It was a women's match, and I want to say, I think because of the tag team match getting their time cut off because of the injury, this match got to go on for, it went like somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. I think it might have gone over 20. Give me a second. I'm going to check because I really believe that this match went over 20 minutes. And if it did, that's freaking awesome. WWE Payback. I'm going to get I'll tell you guys just how long this match went. Here we go, right here. Oh, no, I don't want it on. Wait, does WWE tell the time? No, they don't. I need Wikipedia. All right, let's go here. Because in my prediction video, I was saying how these women were only going to get about. I was saying how they were only going to get about 7 to 10 minutes. But I'm glad that they actually got a very good amount of time. Because if they would have got 7 to 10 minutes, then I would have been feeling like, man, we're still on the, it still feels like a Divas match. But 15 to 20? Shoot, sign me up. That there is a women's match. I can't find the times right now. So don't mind me on that. Let's talk about the McMahons now. And we are zooming through this review. Oh my God, I need to slow down. Maybe I need to read more of you guys. I need to talk to you guys a little bit more because I am legit flying through this gimmick here. Who won, Reigns or Styles? Spoiler alert. Roman Reigns won, but we're going to get to that because, again, for me, match of the night. I can't, when we get there, I need y'all to tell me what y'all don't like about Roman at this point, as far as his work, his ring work ability, his matches. I need y'all to tell me that once we get to the match. But first, if you like the stream, this is from Yellow Line. If you like the stream, hit the thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and join the Wyzatv Nation. We call it the Wyzatv team. Team Wyzatv. Who was that? Somebody saying good night. Deshaun, you have a good night. Or was that wasn't Deshaun. Oh, Deshaun has nightmares about Wyzatv's whispers. So next time we see Naomi, I got to whisper. Fernando, have a good night, man. Thank you for coming out. Oh, we love you, Wyzatv. Damn, we got a Reno. Why is it feeling great tonight? It's actually been a damn good day, a damn good weekend for me, man. It's been a lot of fun. So the McMahons come out. Vince comes out. He does his strut. The crowd is screaming for CM Punk the entire time. Vince comes out. He plays to the crowd. He tries to talk. The crowd continues to see CM Punk. At Wiser, can I ask you something? You're gonna have to wait, Ivan, for the next little break I take because I'm not gonna see. Ooh! Let me see. Can't look at chat. Good stream though. Thank you, King Dub, for the donation. We get to see Naomi's. Yo, I gotta put Naomi's ass up there for a little bit longer. I'm sorry. That time, it just feels like it's going by so fast. So we're gonna up Naomi's time. We're gonna bump her up a little bit more. We're gonna give her a couple more seconds. There we go. We're gonna bump her up a little bit. So, Naomi. So, the crowd is still chanting for CM Punk. Vince plays it up. Vince tries to talk. The crowd's still screaming for CM Punk. And here's what Vince does. And this, I'm glad he did it, but it still kind of bothers me a little bit. Because it told me something. Vince played up to the crowd. And Vince knows how to control the crowd, right? Vince knows how to control the crowd. So he's pumping them up, do the CM Punk. He's pointing the mic out there. And he asks them if they're done. They're not done. Vince feels them, okay? Vince knows how to shut them up. Which he did without insulting them. But at the same time, what it tells me is that Vince knows how to control a crowd. Vince knows how to give a crowd what they want, and he knows how to cut them off. My question is, why can't he do this when it comes to his characters, the guys that he's trying to build up? See, this is something that people won't even notice, how he controlled that crowd. See, this is why I'm here. I'm here to smarten you guys up a little bit. I'm here to make sure you guys see things that you normally don't see. Stuff that I pay attention to. This tells me, what Vince did tonight tells me that he's not that out of touch if he still knows how to control a crowd. So again, why can't he put his wrestlers, his characters in position and teach them the nuances of how to control a crowd? For example, if a guy is getting heat from the crowd and they're not supposed to, a la Roman Reigns, or if a guy is getting heat from the crowd and they want to know when and how to cut them off, this stuff should be taught to those guys. Roman Reigns should know how to not cut off the boos, but at least get them to tone it down. And it seems like he doesn't have a clue how to do it at all. He's out there, not a good guy, not a bad guy, the guy. He's smiling. The crowd don't want to see you. They don't want to see you smile, dog. They don't want to see you, or they don't want to know that you and Apollo Crews both drinking the same water. They don't want to know that. Vince knows how to control the crowd. I need to see Vince out there with Reigns and see how he can control the crowd then. Because I really feel that Vince did not lose touch on that, and he knows what he's doing. So he says that he's going to be announcing who's going to be controlling Raw, and Raw is yada, yada, yada. So he brings out Stephanie. He puts over Stephanie and what's happened in the tenure of Stephanie being in control of Raw the past 7 years, or, being up there, her and Triple H being up there. And still, we have yet to see Triple H. And how this thing ended is really making me think, like, what are they going to do with Triple H? This is a tough one on what they're going to do with Triple H. But back to Shane and Stephanie, maybe Triple H is just going to be written off for a while so he could concentrate on NXT. But so we riddled off the things that have happened since Stephanie has gotten there. Global phenomenon, making even more money than they have ever. You have the WWE Network now, et cetera, right? Which, to be fair, and Shane pointed it out when he came out, that's not her doing. That's Vince's doing. The brand being bigger than what it ever was, that Is it bigger than what it ever was? I'm not too sure about that. But the brand making as much revenue as it is now, pointing that out to Stephanie's success. So, okay, I'm on board with you, Shane. What else you got for me? So he's completely downplaying Stephanie. As I hit y'all with this ad cheese. He's completely downplaying Stephanie's accomplishments, saying that those are Vince's accomplishments. But since he's been there, since ratings have been going to the shitter, and fans are tuning out of WWE more and more every day, since he showed up for WrestleMania, now they're making headline news. Because that's the one thing that Stephanie hasn't been able to do in her tenure, according to Shane, is make headline news. So they go on to show like a plethora of headlines that have happened since Shane has been there. And that's a pretty cool thing to do because it shows off, getting this guy over and how big of a deal it is that Shane is there. Shane goes on to say, hey, you don't have to listen to that. You can just listen to the crowd and see who these people want. So he's like, hey, this might be my last night. And if it is, I want to make sure I do this one more time and have a good time with it. So he puts the hand over him, crowd cheers. Puts the hand over Steph, crowd boos. Hand over him, cheers. Hand over Steph, boo. Steph, bop, 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 boom. Vince, there was one, I'm sorry, because there was a time before Shane came out where the crowd would not stop booing Stephanie. She was getting Roman Reigns heat. And Vince went, oh, shut up! And just start screaming around the crowd. I thought he was going to take off his jacket, throw it on the ground, and Ric Flair elbow drop it. He was going so crazy. This man Ric Flair, out of control. I got to catch my breath, take a swig. Enzo got injured? Yes. Completely injured. There goes my reason to tune into Raw. No, we're going to see. Did Rollins return? No. Finn Balor, did he return? I told y'all he wasn't coming. Botch move messed up my boy Enzo. It wasn't a botch. It was just bad spacing. It was bad spacing on the throw to the ropes. Yeah, and Vince was just going crazy. So, back to this. So Vince, long story short, Vince goes and says, okay, you two are going to have to figure it out amongst yourselves because you're both going to be in control of Raw. And out he goes. Music hits and he leaves. And I'm just sitting there like, what a fucking twat. All of that for this. But, see, what it does, and that's not liquor. What it does is it makes it more about the McMahons again, as we saw later on in the show. It makes it more about the McMahons than it does the actual product. So once again, they're putting the McMahons over the product, which doesn't help the product. By the way, how many people we got in here? Because we gotta drop a like on the stream if you guys are here. If you guys are, we're still over 1,100 people. Are you guys insane? What is going on here? Yo, that's flames. Thank all of you guys for coming here. Greatly appreciate it. Again, if I have anybody new here, I'm actually toning my voice down a little bit. If I have anybody new here, thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. You're enjoying the review. We're still working on ramping up the wrestling content here. And starting this week, I might be throwing in another podcast for wrestling. But thank you guys for being here. I myself am Wyzatv. I talk this wrestling shit. I knows this wrestling shit. And I'm here to smarten up a lot of you guys to some of the things that you might not know. If you're a family-friendly guy or you like to hear the family-friendly stuff, or you might have parents watching in the background, put your headphones on, I cuss, and hopefully you don't get a beating for it. Let's get into the main event. Let's talk about this here main event. In the chat, we are live. I need to know thumbs up, thumbs down on this pay-per-view main event match. Because I'm about to be pissed off again if I see one. Let me see one motherfucker. I'm looking. I need to see one. Hey! Naomi. Look at that. Look at that. See that? Them gains. By the way, I did get her P.O. box, and I did send her them sweatpants, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I got this thing for Naomi, if you're new. Who's the asshole? Right there, I saw a thumbs down. Who is that? Where is he? Where is he? Right there. Bob Parker. Fuck you. Fuck you, Bob Parker. Get out of my I'm blocked. I'm timing you out. No, fuck you. No, you're going to get this work. You're going to get this. I don't even know who left me the donation. We're going to get back to that. I greatly appreciate it. But Bob Parker, no. My ass. No. Take this time out. No. Who else? Who else ain't like it? Where's that at? I saw a thumbs down somewhere. Who's that? Drew, you. Right there. Julian. No. Time out. Who else? No talking. No talking for you. Right there. Whoa. Who's that? Chris. Who else? Who else gets the time out? Where? Who else? Oh, we all like it now. Everybody like it. Pornhub, better than that. All right, okay. I'll let that rock. All right. It's just a timeout. You're still here. Don't worry. This man, and I know you guys are messing around. It was pretty good. Fire Epic, why fuck me? I ain't even do anything. We're just having a good time here. This main event. Hopefully. And I'm not shouting out your names. You can thumbs it down all you want because I'm not shouting you out. Fuck you. Why was there a rope break in the match that turned into a no DQ? Okay. Trevor Clark noticed me. I notice you all the time, man. You be in my streams. I know you. Why is it going knees deep in that Naomi ass snake tonight? Oh yeah, so that's the gimmick. Yeah, I got this thing for Naomi. It's kind of hard for me to talk about Naomi. It's kind of tough because like that ass though. Shit. So one of the running things is in order for me to, cover women's matches that have Naomi in them, I need her to wear sweatpants so I'm not distracted. And for about a good 2 months, we were trying to find her P.O. box so I could send her these sweatpants. And finally, someone found the P.O. box for me, and I sent her the sweatpants. Hopefully, she thanks me or some shit. I sent her some of my sweatpants. I ain't sending no female sweatpants. I need her to wear some dude sweatpants that's too big for her. I don't need these distractions. I don't need that in my life. I do not need this in my life. What am I looking for? So let's talk about this pay-per-view match a little bit here. This is what I've been saying about the Roman and the Reigns this entire time. This is what I've been saying. Hold up, wait. Why is it notice what? Why is it notice he was putting people over and had to stop calling their name? See what I did there? You're not you're not joking? You did? Fuck you. All right. Show more ass from Naomi. Hey, that's what I'm saying. So, this is what I've been saying about Roman Reigns the whole time. You keep him short on promos. You keep the mic out of his hand while he's still working on it. I mean, you gotta have him talk a little. But you can't have him talking too much because he'll, and you can't have him repeating promos. Best example I got for you is I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. We can't be doing that. We can't keep doing it. It was good the first time he delivered it. He never needed to say it again. Thank you, Osiris, dropping a donation link in the chat. And ew, Naomi. Tank top tiger. Look at that. You see that? Gains. We got all kinds of gains going on right now. At least I am. I did miss a donation. Austin Lear, Naomi Booty Club. Thank you for the donation, both of you guys. Thank you both for the donations. Pretty fun stream tonight. Pretty lit stream tonight. And thank you guys for telling me that I should turn my notifications on so we could do this. Can I talk about this next? So, that's the one thing that was wrong with the Roman and the Reigns. He's not that great on promos, so you got to tone him back, have him say a little, get to the point, and be a badass. His matches, I've been saying this now. If you guys stop looking at him like, oh, I hate this guy. Fuck this guy. This guy sucks. This guy's no good. If you just look at him as he's anyone else and just look at his matches, he's not having bad matches. Take away his matches with big men, a la a Mark Henry, or a Big Show, or a fucking Ryback, or anything. Okay. Because he's not having that great of matches unless there's something on the line. If it's a pay-per-view match, Roman Reigns delivers. Along with who he's in there with. But he's not stinking up the joint. If it's a Raw match that he don't care about, he's pretty much Okada at that point. He don't give a fuck. Let's take tonight's match as an example. The match started off good. The middle was good. The end was good. We even got the cluster. We got some this, bro. Like, I can't let people go. I can't let people slide no more saying that this guy can't work. He can hold his own. He can perform up to par. I'm not going to say he can perform as well as the guys that he's in there with, because obviously there is some carrying that goes on, but Roman gets his shit in. Roman isn't in there looking like an idiot. Roman isn't in there looking like he doesn't know what he's doing. Just for a second, you watch this match and you don't think of the guy like, I hate this guy. And you just watch the match. Who would you have with Naomi? Wait, what? What'd that say? Who wants to have with Naomi? Yes or no? I don't know what that means. Yeah, if you just watch his matches, you'll see he's not bad. He's not bad. Is he Seth Rollins? No. Honestly, I enjoy. If you give me a pay-per-view match that has Roman Reigns in it, and you give me a pay-per-view match that has Dean Ambrose in it, I'm probably going to enjoy a Roman Reigns match more than Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Who had the better match? Dean Ambrose versus Jericho, Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. Who had the better match? Roman Reigns versus Triple H, Dean Ambrose versus Jericho. I thought the Dean Ambrose and Triple H match was better than the other guy. Jericho and I just can't get with the Jericho. Dean can have good matches. Dean Ambrose with Triple H was better than Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose and Triple H was better than Triple H and Roman Reigns. Easily. By far. Easily. So I'm not saying that Dean Ambrose isn't any good. But if we do a tail of the tape and we look at resumes, Roman's been having better matches. Now they're putting him in there with better guys. But Sasha Banks and Wyzatv appeared on Pornhub. Hey, don't tell people. Shh. Gotta kayfabe a little bit. Yeah. It's tough. Now, this match had everything. There was a nice spot where Roman Reigns was going for a Superman punch that AJ Styles countered into like a leaping freaking kick, like a half Pele to the face. That was a pretty good spot. They also hit that spot that I figured that they would hit, where AJ's going for the phenomenal forearm, and Roman Reigns gives him the Superman punch. They, kind of clash almost at the same time, but AJ doesn't connect on his. That was pretty cool. We got a AJ Styles kicked out of that one at 2. There was a phenomenal forearm. This shit popped me. Roman Reigns is outside. AJ, I think he jumped over the ropes and hit Roman Reigns. How did they break the table? Or maybe he jumped from the 8. There was some way in which the table got broken with this phenomenal forearm. And I popped. Now, of course, the table was gimmicked to hell because it broke so easily. But it was a very cool spot. It put over that phenomenal forearm. And we got a count out. AJ got back in the ring. Roman Reigns got counted out. I don't know why veteran AJ wouldn't roll in the ring and roll back out so he could go get Roman. Come on. Let's not act like he's stupid. But that was to trigger Shane coming out. And I actually called it on Twitter. As soon as they counted 10, I said, what kind of bullshit is that? Shane's going to come out. Out comes Shane. Says this match is going to be a no count out match. So they continue on. AJ goes for another phenomenal forearm. And Roman Reigns punches him. I thought he hit him in the stomach. But apparently he hit AJ in the nuts. Low blow. So the referee DQs the Roman and the Reigns. And I'm like, what the hell? Stop it. Stop doing this. Because now, as I said earlier, a little foreshadowing, we're now starting to put the McMahons over in a match they have no business being over in. And I wasn't with that. I wasn't a fan of that. Because I didn't want that attention on them. So maybe you bring them out, don't play their music. Like, we don't need to hear their music. Come on. It's like, you know. But they just said their piece and they got out of there. Okay, so now Stephanie says no DQ match. So, okay, that's your way of getting the gimmick club out there, the good brothers, the good boys, whatever the hell they call themselves in the WWE. Gallows and Anderson to come out to interfere in the match. AJ goes down. Gallows and Anderson attack the Roman and the Reigns. They hit him with what Michael Cole called the Doom Kick or something like that. He called it the Doom Kick? I think he called it a Doom Kick. Whatever. Hit him with that. They get out of the ring. AJ Styles starts to climb back up. He didn't see it, of course. He goes for the phenomenal forearm. I believe that it got kicked out of. Down come the Usos. They attack Gallows and Anderson. And I'm just sitting here like, please don't have Balor have anything to do with this. Please don't have Balor do anything to this. Please, no Balor, no Balor, no Balor, no Balor. And we got no Balor. No Balor. Yes. So, my rant about people falling for this Balor thing, I was right again. What thank you number are we on, people? What thank you number are we on? We're on thank you Wyzatv 100, and somebody said 125 earlier, so we're on thank you Wyzatv 126. I call this stuff. The man ain't coming up yet. Not yet. Maybe tomorrow. As early as tomorrow. But I told y'all this man wasn't coming. The Buddha Doom. Okay, that's what it was? The Buddha Doom, says Osiris. I told you this man wasn't coming out. I'll actually read this. Mystical Reaper says, subscribe to my motherfucking channel, you motherfucker, D, and then some stuff right there. You guys can't see it because it's blocked. But I can see it. Wise, do you think CM Punk should come back? I actually do. Honestly, I honestly do. I think wrestling would be lit if CM Punk came back. Like, it would be insane right now. And it's a shame that Bryan can't wrestle Nakamura. Oh, God. If y'all thought Sami Zayn and Nakamura was good. Damn, bro. Naomi. Thank you, Austin. Ooh, Look at that. Y'all see that? Them gains. Ooh, we having gains again. More gains. More gains. Ooh. Them gains right there. All kinds. All right, so back to this match. So they get back into it, and we're coming down the stretch with this match. Phenomenal forearm off the top rope. Roman Reigns ducks it. AJ lands on his feet. Roman Reigns goes, hits the spear. Boom. There was also another spot, like once they said like no DQ, they took it outside, and they took it over the barricade. AJ just clotheslines him back over the barricade. No big deal there, so it wasn't even really worth mentioning. But that was the match. It was just a lot of false finishes, and they were good false finishes because they actually, even though I'm like, all right, there's no way that they're gonna have Roman Reigns lose, those false finishes were so good that you just had to believe them. It was just a good match. it if it's a match that even though you know who's going to win, if they can still get you to hold your breath on the false finishes, they did their job. If they could get you to pop for their spots, they did a good job. This match had everything that we expected. It had what I expected, and it actually had something that I called wrong. I did get something wrong. It was in my predictions where I said Gallows and Anderson would help Roman Reigns win, but quote-unquote Roman Reigns not seeing it. But then later on, Roman Reigns be the one that leads these guys. So looking at how tonight played out, that's obviously not going to happen, probably ever. The way the match finished, it helped Roman look, I don't want to say strong, he looked vulnerable. He looked like he was in a match where he had to fight as hard as he could. Even without Gallows and Anderson coming in, AJ put in that work. What are we doing? What are we doing? Mr. Business Suits, why does this guy want me deep inside of Sasha? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I did like what Sasha was wearing back there, though. I did see that. Do you remember Luke? Of course, but we don't do that. Yes, Roman won with the spear. The 450 splash got you to pop. We had a 450 splash off the ropes, which is his usual move. Then he went for a 450 splash off the top rope, but I thought he was going to hit a spiral tap. But I don't think there's no way in hell that AJ is ever going to lose on a spiral tap. He's not losing. Like, so maybe that's why he didn't do the spiral tap, because he's thinking, like, I ain't about to do the spiral tap and this motherfucker gonna kick out. We ain't doing that here. So he went for a 450. More believable for them to kick out. For those of you who don't know what a spiral tap is, just type in on YouTube, AJ Styles spiral tap, and behold. I wonder if AJ could still pull off the spiral tap. That's such a badass thing there. By the way, Wyzatv, I paid for the processing fees on both donations. Shout out again to you, Austin. You paid the 20 cents. My man. What's up, Mason? Hope you all having a good night. We're coming down the home stretch in here. I just want to talk a little bit about where they could go with Roman Reigns on this, and we're going to end off the stream. So, the Roman and the Reigns. What this does for him is, once again, it puts him in the light where he won clean, and it didn't give you a reason to boo because it was a good match. It was, well, aside from them two stupid finishes where they kept saying, and still, World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns, because of the DQ and the count out. They were trolling people at that point. That's trolling. How do you watch the whole thing? The network. The network is your only option right now, or you could check Daily Motion tomorrow if you're talking about the pay-per-view. If you're talking about my stream, you could just pull the red bar back to the beginning and turn your headphones down, because I am screaming really loud in the beginning. So, this match helped Roman Reigns a lot. But it's up to the fans to just... It also told me they don't have any plans on turning this guy heel. I will fuck you. Trevor? Are you okay, sir? We're not having that kind of night tonight. Please? I will fuck you, alright. Alright, no more of that, Trevor. Y'all can't see it. It's blocked on the show blacklist, but y'all can't see it. They don't have any plans on turning Roman heel. Now, my question is, if he continues to have matches like this, and I need to answer from you guys in the chat, if the Roman and the Reigns continues to have matches like this, how would y'all feel about it? Would y'all continue to boo, 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 fuck this guy, fuck this guy? Would y'all continue to do that, or would you warm up to him? I mean, of course, it's a lot to still do with the promo. He still has to get better with the promo. And maybe if they just let him be him and stop scripting his stuff so hard, then it might help. By the way, for all of those, wow, we are still over 1,100 in here. Drop a like on the stream. I greatly appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with us, enjoying. Why is it pause? That's what was in there. I'm sorry. Play the Gold Dust bottle gimmick. I gotta get that gift too. Um, Thank you guys all for hanging out with me. We're coming down the home stretch here. Why are we still talking about Wise and Sasha Banks doggy style, Roman Reigns sword and smile? What are we doing? All right, last stretch for you guys to get your Naomi views in. Last couple of seconds of looks at Naomi, and then we're gonna move on, we'll end the stream. So my question is, what do we do with the AJ Styles and the Carl Anderson and the Doc Gallows or the Luke Gallows? The reason I say that is because this match didn't put any heat on those three. It didn't make you think like, oh man, AJ Styles is really upset with these guys. It didn't do that. So they still are leaving the door open for AJ Styles to return to the Bullet Club. This match also, it didn't show me any reason for Balor to come out or for Balor to have anything to do with anything. What it did do is show me AJ might actually be one to turn heel. Not that he showed any heel tones tonight, but they showed me they have zero. They're not turning Reigns heel. That's what I saw tonight. They are just not turning that guy heel. But in order to take this guy down, AJ's gonna have to join. Maybe they keep this thing going until maybe we get Extreme Rules. Here, I'm booking this for Extreme Rules. We're gonna get a 6-man tag with the Roman and the Reigns and the Usos, with AJ Gallows and Carl Anderson. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna buy the Roman and the Reigns even more time to hold the belt, and it's also going to allow AJ to get a win over the Roman Reigns, even if it's in a team form. Now, he's probably not going to pin the Roman Reigns, but the Roman and the Reigns, it'll probably be on the Usos, but they will have that win. And that's going to put those guys closer together. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that idea of them having that match at Extreme Rules. I think it'd be a pretty good match. Wyzatv, thoughts on a brand split? I didn't see your whole message. When you predict the brand split is coming? I don't. I don't care for a brand split right now because one, there's guys that are still injured that need to. Ew, Naomi. See, all right. So he was there. The crowd booed the shit out of range, which we know. And he said that the match was great. The match was good, which is great. See, my man, what's that? The Walk 71. Thank you for the donation. Hope you had a good night over at Payback. How the hell did you get out of there so soon is beyond me. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about that happening at Extreme Rules. Is that something that you guys could see happening? Personally, I do. I think they could go that way, and that could put them that much closer to having that Bullet Club reunion become official. And if they have that Bullet Club reunion become official, and then they start to tear down the Roman and the Reigns, then now we'll have something for Dean to do once Seth gets back, and we'll get that Shield and Bullet Club match. Maybe that's how you work your way to it. And it'll be just a one-off match at SummerSlam. But if you get that match at SummerSlam, that's big time. That's money. Now, a lot of people talk about money matches, and they don't really be money matches. No, that's a match that can make some money. Wise, I will give you a $5 donation if you can explain to me what you think of the worst year. Ooh. Naomi. My man Austin. Ew. Look at that. Them gains. Got more gains, bro. I'm going to put my shorts on instead of my pants. Wise, I'll give you a $5 donation if you can explain to me what you think the worst year in wrestling was. All right, sure, Lewis. Go ahead and drop it. I'll tell you the worst year. Wyzatv, stop. They announced the rematch for the title already. For Extreme Rules, that's whack. Why would they do that? They had it was a clean ending. Why would they give it? We'll see. We'll see it play out. That's stupid if they make it like a straight up match. Nah, they gotta add to that. They can't just have the same match again. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason. He won clean. There's no reason for it. Ah, well. Hello, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm gonna I'm sorry. Alright, so are we finished or are we done? In the chat, are we finished or are we done? We still talking or are we done? What we doing? Who won? The Roman and the Reigns. Why is this stream? Is this stream like all guys? The whole chat is about Naomi's ass. This is actually today. This is my first time doing it. So it's not usually like this, but hopefully it becomes usually like this. Or we could get different booties. We get like booty amounts. I don't know. I'll think about it. Sasha cheated on you with Apollo Crews. Why are we doing this? Good night, Trevor. Good night, everybody. I think we're... how do I make donations? The link is in the description. You have a goofy channel. Yes, I do. My channel is extremely goofy. We have a lot of fun here. We joke around. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, but at the same time, you know, I'll definitely give you whatever insight I have when it comes to wrestling and how to view things a little bit differently than just watching it casually. You know, I try to get you guys to pick up and notice things a little differently. I'm just waiting for Lewis so I can tell him the worst year of wrestling. I mean, it's very obvious the worst year. You can't get worse than these years. So I'm just waiting for him. I'm going to give him a countdown. Big E for the $50 donation. You know what? We'll never get it, but fuck it. That'll be it. It'll be a Big E gyration. Why is it? Can you do the Enzo gimmick dance? I'll do an Enzo gimmick dance. I'll make it a gift, and I'll make it $100 donation so you guys can never see it. Why is it? Put over, give him a thumb. Oh, put Wiser over and give him a thumbs up. Damn it, I read that wrong. Wiser put Birdman over. You finished or we done? I will sub to you on Twitch and donate if you invite Meatloaf over. What time is it? That girl probably sleep. One day, whenever I have her on stream again, you guys will know. You guys will know. All right, I think we're finished here. Lewis, hold on to your money for tomorrow. We can talk about it tomorrow during Raw's review. I am Wiser Now, here for the Wiser Now, and I hope to see you guys all here tomorrow. We are still over 1,000. What the fuck happened tonight? My God. Whew. What a night.